Ani, bonjour. James Nanibush indigenous cause. Come, let's take a couple steps together in a series called Moving Forward with Fred Nanibush. Estam. Mishin. So here we are at the poison sumac plant where I will harvest that piece right there for Grandpa Micho Nanibush's personal pipe. So you can see the red clusters of sumac here. What we got here is piss, like a cork. We'll look at that after. We'll take this home and work on it. Okay, honey. Here we go with some high-speed stonework with the catlinite, or known to the indigenous NSYWH. If that looks like it's going in my face, it is. Of course, I've got goggles and a mask on. Otherwise, working with my hands in a Dremel, not recommended. But I managed to safely cut a piece off, and I have some pieces pre-cut to show. And yeah, the bloodstone itself has a history and a story. We use it because it reminds us of the importance of peace in our world. They say that this particular pipestone is actually bloodstone because of all the wars that have happened here in Turtle Island, that it actually seeped into the ground and solidified into catlinite. And so we carry the history with us in our bundles. Of course, my elders being Jerry Caboni of the Rain Dance Lodge family and community of Wikwemikong, and from the Dakota Sioux tribe, and Sundancer from the Wolf Den Singers, the late Dwayne Braley, or otherwise known as Running Wolf, a co-founder of the AIM movement. And it would be 7 years after his death that a mutual friend sat me down and said, "You better sit down." And I was honored with a gift from Running Wolf at that time. And that was a rectangular elbow pipe with a cedar stem. And here, of course, we have the sumac stem, which is harvested in the winter because there is the poisonous sap element, which is reduced and only in the bark in the winter. It freezes otherwise. So once I bore out space for medicine in the bowl of the pipestone, I'll demonstrate just the work that goes into the pipe stem. We'll shave the bark off and show how easy it is to work the center of the branch. So yeah, there's no escaping the final touches of craftsmanship, hand craftsmanship. Power tools are nice, but you can't escape working with your hands. comes to crafts, arts and crafts. So just putting the final touches on the bowl there. And soon enough we will be bundling this up with some samla and some leather and bringing it to Michelle Nanibush, Fred Nanibush. Yeah. For Family Day. Here we go with the stem. Sumac. In Anishinaabe, he's known as Upogan. Of course, the pipe itself is referred to as Upoganatik. And there's the hanger. So it takes several. It's not, you don't just go through the stem once with the coat hanger, but you go through many times to make a permanent tunnel through. And yeah, the final steps are to bear grease both the bowl and the stem to bring out their colors, and to moisten the tip of the stem and press it into the bowl, and it will swell up and stick and become one. And there you have it. Product. Put it apart, put it down. Nice work. Ani Michelle.
Ani Busho. Sinap Simnagiskat.
Wow. I'd like to present this to you, Grandpa. This bundle on behalf of myself, your grandson, your family, your friends, the community, and the North Simcoe Youth Wellness Hub. And wish you a happy Family Day.
Thank you for the gift, and I'm really appreciating this gift where
Can you open it up like you haven't seen it before?
I have seen the gift of the package like this for a good at least 80 years.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm 86, 87. I'm going on 88 this year in March 30th. I was born in the year 1934. Born in a land called Nanibush settlement. And that's the land where we first got from Canada. We were here before 1850, when the American War broke out in the American Revolution time. My people had communications that the warfare was taking place at the border crossing. out from here, from eastern Canada, right through to almost Alaska. All the natives were involved in the warfare.
Wow.
So then, of course, they had to think fast. If they're going to get to keep their land, they had to fight for it. And so they consulted the army officers, and they were, I guess, recruited. They never had no uniforms, but their own war equipment, like Indian wars that they used to have. They later called beaver wars, eh?
Oh.
Indians fighting against the Indian for their territory.
Right.
So then, of course, the mess came when we were here. All my families were still here before this island, Perry Island, became our Indian Reserve. It was all free land. Nobody had a particular right in one province. There was no such a thing. It was one country, what they called Turtle Island, United States and Canada. So I learned this from my dad, Jonas Nanibush, and his father was David Nanibush. And they had a lot of communication, no matter how far they were across the province. They had some ways to communicate, whether if there was drumming to do with anything of the messages, but they had communications. And the time we used to live in Lake Ontario, in the district of City of Toronto today, we lived over there at the beginning of my family. And all different Indians, only thing that they never had was a family name. All they carried was the tradition way, clan, eh?
Right.
They carry clan, that's how they know each other to be that family. And so, anyways, the treaties were developed in the Lake Ontario area from East Coast down to the St. Lawrence to the Great Lakes here in southern Canada. They had communications that they were losing all the country, that the white race of people from the foreign country was taking over. And they couldn't come to the conclusion on how to settle with what rights they had, because they never had any knowledge about certain laws under any kind of traditional ways to show that where their boundaries were, which caused a lot of confusion. They just figured they had the rights where they had their trapping zones, and a lot of natives fought amongst each other on account of that.
Right.
So, and where there was fishing plenty, that they had to claim that and force the other tribes out so they can keep their fishing territories. So then there was a communication came to the time that wasn't settled. That didn't settle anything. The native life couldn't accept that. And there was no way to make any communication in a government solution way to the foreign people. And their only answer they ever had was fire back with their muskets. So either they had to go up to them to surrender or surround them and just wipe them right out completely. And trying to find another group that'll agree to something with the sign language.
Right.
To be able to have some communication with an agreement, eh? Mm-hmm. And so, in particular that year, 18, all the way through from the 16 to 1700 years, with the English arriving, other races coming from foreign lands to Canada, which was called, our land called Turtle Island, because South America right through Canada was once called the Turtle Island. And that's what the natives called it. And they haven't come to be part of the government because of the surrender and accepted treaties that was offered to them. There was nothing else stronger ways of language with the government. They have to give up everything. What solution would there be? Well, the treaties came. Like the rest of the world started with all treaties in the foreign lands of Europe. All people, all separated and formed their own territories and their race. And the boundaries like Europe, Holland, and England, and all those other countries. Then, of course, now today, the native people have claimed the right to be self-government. Are they going to take seats in a parliament? Who has the education to memorize everything about situation, how to make a settlement with a foreign affair? In time, this country of Canada is going to become like this because of different race of people. Are they going to have boundaries of their own divided country? We lost everything. we seem to get back timber rights, but for mining, we don't have. If we get a reserve land, we don't have a right to the minerals if there was any rich minerals in that reserve. So how can we get the permit to be able to mine such minerals out and be incorporated too, to be able to mine that out and bring this minerals to the smelter to make steel, gold, or diamonds and things like that, and get out a percentage, whatever the minerals are worth to them. We should be the richest people in Canada if we had all that rights with the minerals and timber, and all the people came and polluted all the water and killed most of our fish. All the fish life is going because they cannot repair all the lake water in all the Great Lakes here in Ontario. Why don't we get compensation for that? We should have better rights than what Parliament can address, how to handle the native situation, is give us the mineral rights. We're not going to live on hunting rights and fishing rights. No. We want to be top priorities in Canada or Ontario, where our homeland for my family is today.
Right.
We should be awarded something, compensation from the Parliament, from all the golds and oils that they're taking. And they took that and they're selling back to the natives in order to live what they took from them.
Right.
There's refineries where they grade the mineral, separated. We should be getting percentage of that.
Right. There's a whole lot to be discussed there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let me just thank you, Grandpa Michaud Nanibush, for sharing with us and for keeping up the good fight and for keeping all the knowledge that you have. This red bundle here is from Michael, the trading post in Penetang. A special gift from him. And this is sweet sama, sweet tobacco from Tyendinaga, the Longhouse people.
Yes.
They grow a particular sweet tobacco that's sweet to the taste. So it's a special gift that comes all the way from southeastern Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot has gone into this bundle, and we just want to honor you and make you feel welcome, Michaud. And
it's a very educational bundle, and it's a very, not everybody has this to carry this bundle, and it's very rewarding. And I'm satisfied to have this gift and receiving it in a good day, and I'm going to be happy with the bundle.
Miigwech, Michaud. And we look forward to asking you if you would be our elder at the North Simcoe Youth Wellness Hub. And we hope to look forward to continue working with you in that manner. Hopefully.
Bamapi.
Bamapi, Michelle.
Hey, look who it is. It's Michael and Nancy, proud owners of the Green Block Trading Post Penny Time Machine, Ontario.
You got a story for us, Michelle?
Ooh, just about that time. Look at the big snowflake.
Yeah.
Look out the window. Ooh.
Wow. Louis.
You might have to put on snowshoes under the wheels to get going when you're ready to leave.
Oh, the weatherman is wrong. He said 9 o'clock.
Have a good snowshoe grip.